The Morgan Report with David Morgan. Discover how to build and protect your wealth at themorganreport.com.
David Morgan of themorganreport.com for the week ending 15 December 2023. Well, another year rips on by. So a couple things. I just did an interview with Greg Hunter of USA Watchdog. Thank you, Greg. Always a pleasure to have any interviews, but I really enjoy speaking with Greg. I just want to point out a couple things, as I have many times. Here's the free newsletter, just a first name and an email, and then hit the red tab here. You'll get an email to verify that you want it and your email is valid. One thing that I want people to know, that just kind of waiting for interviews to come out, all the interviews I do are under this blog tab. And so all you have to do is basically bring down the tab and go to the blog feature. And I don't know how many there are. 173 pages, and there's 8 on each page. This is quick access to our YouTube channel, our Twitter, or X as it's known, LinkedIn, and Facebook. I don't really do much. So let's say, for example, that you wanted to find out about the crypto conspiracy. So there's a search engine here, CRYPTO, can I spell SPIRACY? And there you have all 30 of them. You have to go back a few tabs to get back to the first few, but there they are. So you could search for different topics. But the point I want to make is that I do about 2 or 3 a week. So if you really want to follow what we're doing or what I'm doing or the interviews that I'm providing, they are here on that blog tab. So it's not like I do USA Watchdog and that's all I do for twice a year. I am asked to be, and I also do podcasts like most of these. I was the interviewer talking to different people. I had John Perez on, obviously some, but Kurt Wuckert, several people actually during those 30 episodes. So I just want, those are all free. They're all for education. And this one is going to be about education. I'm going to talk about the other white metals, platinum and palladium. So let's get started. So this headline came out of Bloomberg. Palladium surges 12% of the United Kingdom. Sanctions target Russia's metals. And palladium headed for its biggest gain since March 2020, as the UK targeted the Russian metals, but not palladium. But it sympathized with it, went up 12%, highest since November 7th. Traders were bearish positions covering their bets, also fueled the gain. This is from mining.com. New platinum ETF fund drives investor capital to South Africa. South Africa recorded a 761 million rand, that's about $40 million of fund inflows this month, largely driven by investor allocations of Absa Bank Limited New Gold Platinum ETF. The fund, launched in 2013 by Absa's Corporate and Investment Banking Division, allows direct investment in platinum traded on the spot market and registered the highest inflows among locally listed funds on a monthly and annual basis. Full disclosure, I am long platinum and have been for some time. My premium members know a trade that I had on for a long time that I completed recently. But this shows you here with this bar graph, the new gold platinum ETF. It shows you, what has gone into it. This is via Bloomberg, as you can see. Again, I'm trying to make this somewhat more educational rather than just news, but this is sort of both talking about. I'm still bullish platinum, as I said a second ago, but this is hydrogen fuel news. Europe gets its largest hydrogen fuel cells gigafactory to date. Fuel cell factory by Symbio is the group's first gigafactory. Inauguration of the joint venture between Michelin, Fiera, Satelles marks Europe's largest integrated size to produce hydrogen fuel cells and Symbio's first gigafactory. And on it goes. It shows you how big it is. And of course, talking about hydrogen fuel cells. And this is something that's present day, obviously, with this factory being built, big one, but it could be something in the future that not too many know about. Now, we've featured it in the premium service, the Morgan Report, on platinum and why we like platinum more than palladium still, even though palladium has had a big move here the last few days. I still think that even though platinum has kind of gone sideways, it's built a long base, and I think it will probably outperform. It certainly outperformed palladium this year, and I think it will in the future. Regardless, both these metals are catalysts, and that the hydrogen economy is that a reality or not? Probably not, but obviously work is being done. It's sort of similar in my view like solar. Solar is here to stay. And solar right now is actually the cheapest way to generate electricity in some jurisdictions. However, you will never power the planet by solar, at least not with current technology. Hydrogen may play a part, and it may mitigate some issues, but it is not, in my view, at least with today's technology, be able to, let's call it, save the day. But there are technological breakthroughs, and I'm not going to rule out any possibility, but the way it stands right now, it's more of a science project than anything else. And here's a press release. This is from Business Wire. Advent Technology secures additional new contract worth $2.8 million from U.S. Department of Defense for its portable fuel cell system. So it's news. It's worth reporting. Certainly $2.8 million is not a lot of money in today's system, vis-a-vis the amount of money that's been printed, et cetera. I'm not telling you stuff you don't know. Since 2020, Advent Technologies has diligently refined the HB50 fuel cell system, resulting in a highly portable, efficient power source. Rigorous development efforts have significantly reduced the size and weight of the original 50-watt portable fuel cell, as validated by successful field tests in 22 and 23. You can read the whole article. I just want you to be aware of it. There are more uses coming for these other two white metals, but I wouldn't be making a screaming buy at them right now. I would say most people are best served by the traditional gold and silver investments, but there are arguments to be made for platinum and palladium. So I'll leave it at there. I will leave it there for this week. This is David Morgan of themorganreport.com signing out. I'll be back with you next week with another weekly perspective.
What if I told you that you could go broke in less than 24 hours? That's how long it took for the Dow Jones Industrial Average to plunge by nearly 22%, losing investors billions overnight. The same happened to the FTX crypto exchange and Terra Luna stablecoin. Both crashed overnight, losing crypto investors billions. You need a strategy that will protect whatever amount of savings you have now. We are going to witness the greatest transfer of wealth that has ever occurred in recorded history, and you must understand the following. You can absolutely go broke in one day. We've been helping subscribers weather this economic mess for years. Now it's time for you to get the same insights. What really happens during a major collapse is that the wealth changes hands. You will actually benefit by looking ahead and knowing exactly how to build and preserve your wealth. Putting just 10% or 20% of your wealth into our approach could make all the difference in your financial security and peace of mind over the next few years. Discover the Morgan Report today. Visit our site at themorganreport.com.